In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, B-Up's on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, B-Wop tells the stories under the bright lights. In the silence.
Right, keeping his balance incredibly. Touchdown, Delvin Williams. But in answer to Williams, the Houston Oilers have their own brilliant rookie, the Heisman Trophy winner, number 34, Earl Campbell. He of the great speed and the crunching power, carrying tacklers with him. This and evidence against Atlanta. But Miami also has a great aerial game, led by the sophisticated veteran quarterback Bob Greasy. So polished, and with that unstoppable receiver, Nat Moore. What's the answer from Houston, which goes against Miami tonight on Monday Night Football? That veteran, having his greatest year ever, Dan Pastorini. And he's got his receivers, too, led by Kenny Burrow, one of the best there is at what he does.
The crowd behind me roaring. Pom-poms everywhere in display as
the... Yeah. What's going on, family? On this Sunday evening or afternoon, depends on what city or state you in. Hey, you watching Sports Talk with B-Wop this afternoon. The only thing I ask that you do when you get ready to come in, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Just hit that like button for Sports Talk with B-Wop. I appreciate it if you do it. I'm grateful if you do it. And also, while you're at it, subscribe to the channel if you have never subscribed, and also hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. All right. And if you would like to continue to support the broadcast through Cash App, Super Chat, or join the membership, we will highly appreciate you if you do that. Hey, you're watching Sports Talk. Once again, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Let's see who all are here with me this afternoon. I got a good show for you, I promise. FD is in the house. Miss Harris is in the house. Miss Renee is in the house. Miss Kimberly Nash Williams is in the house. Miss Val is in the house. Appreciate y'all. I really do. Won't hold you long, because I'll be back tonight. Miss Crawford, what's going on? How you feeling? My next door neighbor is Miss Crawford. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Miss Sabrina Walter, how you doing? Appreciate you. Go Gator. What's up? How you feel? Timothy Isaac. Appreciate you. Brown girl. Appreciate it. Grateful. I am highly grateful for each and one of you. I really am. All right, let's get down to it. I ain't gonna hold you long. Can you give him about 30 minutes? Y'all give him 30 minutes. We out of here. Southbound, what's going on? Checking in from Germany. God bless you, my brother. Bless you. Blessing to you. Look here. I want to talk about Shedeur Sanders, of course, how the Cleveland Browns should handle this quarterback room. This is just my take, my opinion. How should the Cleveland Browns handle this quarterback room? I'm not going to sway. I'm not going to move side to side. I'm not going to change my mind. I think the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns as of game one is Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to stick my flag in the ground and rest on that hill. Die on that hill with that. Now, I know it's a lot of people out there, and I'm hearing it, and I'm seeing it on Twitter, Instagram. They want Joe Flacco to start it off because he's the vet. He's the vet, right? He's the quarterback that got experience. He's been with the organization before 2 years ago, and he's a Super Bowl winner, and he's a MVP back in 2012 with the Baltimore Ravens with Ray Lewis and that dynamic defense. I get all of that. I understand all of that. I just can't go for that, y'all. You got to give me something better than that right there. If Shedeur go out there and prove himself, starting Tuesday in OTAs, then minicamp and preseason, if he go out there and show us the world that he got grasp of the playbook and the players are gravitating to him, and he's showing the type of leadership that I have seen from him at Jackson State and Colorado. You tell me I got to still sit and wait on calls of Flacco because he's a vet? I just can't buy that. I can't buy that one, y'all. Now, I want you to hear this. These some guys that done played in the league, right? I can't take nothing from them because they done played in the league. And I heard J.R. Boxing and Uncle Steve saying the same thing these cats are saying. You know, I'm not saying that I disagree with it, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying they were right or wrong, but they got some people out here saying the same thing they see. Matter of fact, I will listen to Ocho Seco, him and Shannon Sharp. I'm gonna start off with them. I was thinking, I didn't know. I want to play this video first. Let's hear what they got to say. Shannon Sharp and Chad Ocho.
Browns' crowded quarterback room, Ocho could make for some awkward moments, but that's not been the case according to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur said the vibe in the QB room is positive. Everybody's cool. Outside the room, people try to pit us against each other, but inside the room, we know we're one. Only one quarterback can play. We understand that. I'm going to go in there. Hopefully he can impart some wisdom. Joe Flacco's been at this thing a very, very long time. What is this, year 17, 18 for Joe?
Super Bowl winning quarterback at that.
So, hey, hopefully I can get some from Joe. Kenny Pickett's been in the league for a while. I don't know if I'm going to get too much from him, but, hey, let's see how it goes.
And we know what the pecking order is going to be. We know what the pecking order is going to be based on what we saw from rookie camp after they got drafted. Mm-hmm. Listen, the eye test, it doesn't lie. And based on the eye test, when you've seen the quarterbacks that came in their rookie year, you already know who's the best. You already know who it is. So Flacco's going to be the starter. At some point, if Flacco's not playing well, Shedeur Sanders will step in and be the quarterback of the future. That's just how it's going to go. It's how it always plays out.
The cream always rises to the top. It never settles on the bottom. And if Shedeur is what he believes he is, and his supporters believe he is, when the opportunity presents himself, he'll get in there and he won't look back. Same thing would happen with Tom Brady. Tom Brady came in as a 6th-round draft pick. He didn't play his rookie year. And he was sitting the bench start of his sophomore year. Mm-hmm. Guy gets hurt, he goes in, and he doesn't look back. So it happens. It's just when the opportunity presents itself, that's what luck is.
Listen, I understand all of that from the past. I get that. I get all of that. No, I'm not disagreeing with their takes or nothing like that, or nobody else take. But Shedeur is in a different situation than than Tom Brady was. Shedeur was a fifth round draft pick with a first round talent. Why should he wait like Tom Brady? Tom Brady was a 199th pick coming out of Michigan. Didn't nobody had him graded as a first round draft pick. Shedeur Sanders was graded as a first round draft pick. First round draft pick. So why should he sit behind Joe Flacco? Joe Flacco and wait. I don't get that. Why? What kind of message are you sending to the rest of your teammates? What kind of message you sending that say, hey, we're gonna forfeit the first 4 to 5 games? No, we don't want that. We want to win the conference. We want to win the AFC conference. And the player that can give us the best chance, if Shedeur go out there and put that work in, and he's the best quarterback out of the group, just because he's a rookie, that don't mean you send him on the sideline to the 6th or the 7th game. What that it prove? What does that prove to Shedeur or your quarterback situation? What does it prove? Let him go out there now, get his bumps and his lumps, and learn from it. That's what the coaching staff is there for, to teach him to correct his mistakes that he done made. And that's what film study coming in at. And let him learn on the fly. Put him in now. Put him in now. He done proved to you during OTAs, minicamp, and the preseason that he's ready for the task. So why he gotta wait? Why does he has to wait? I don't understand that. But many people have that opinion. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. I just want to see my dog out there. I might be a little biased. I'm just saying if Shedeur is ready, if he's ready, put him out there. Put him out there. And I'm telling you right now, the key gonna be the OTAs, not too much the OTA, but minicamp. Minicamp gonna tell the story, y'all, because those players, they gonna see which quarterback is out there doing it. They gonna see which quarterback out there doing it. And if Shedeur is out there doing it, man, they gonna raise some sand up in that locker room. We probably won't get the version of it, but I'm telling you, if well off in there, we gonna get it. If well off is up in there with Bucket, we gonna get it. We gonna get it. I'm just trying to tell you, we gonna get the news. And I mean, I don't understand. I ain't swerving mama. I'm from the jump said I want Shedeur as quarterback 1, game 1. And after I see Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett, I am not changing my mind on that. Nah, not just because of Joe Flacco is a vet. I'm not doing that. Nah, matter of fact, if Shedeur is not starting game 1, I ain't even watching. I'm not even gonna cover it. It ain't worth covering. When you know they're gonna lose. They played Cincinnati out the gate, followed by Baltimore. So you just gonna surrender in the first 2 games when you know your quarterbacks ain't legit. When you know your quarterback room is not all that. That's why I want Shedeur. If Shedeur proved to me and proved to his coaching staff, and if that coaching staff is everything they supposed to be, they should prepare Shedeur. Get ready for the NFL. Get ready for that first game. That's their job. That's their occupation. That's their responsibility to get the best quarterback ready for game 1. And the bag up behind him. And I want that bag up to be Dylan Gabriel, not Joe Flacco, not Kenny Pickett. And the best way to handle this quarterback room, they need to find out which quarterback they're going to get rid of. Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett. Both of them can't stay. Both of them can't stay. They can't stay. They just can't stay. One of them got to go. I want Joe Flacco to go. I just want him to go. Pittsburgh need a quarterback. New Orleans need a quarterback. Why he can't go to neither one of those? Why? Why he got to stay in Cleveland? I don't hear nobody saying send Joe Flacco to Pittsburgh. They need a quarterback. I haven't heard anybody say send Joe Flacco to the New Orleans Saints. I wonder why. I wonder why they ain't calling Cleveland for Joe Flacco. Why he got to start on Cleveland? Why he can't start on New Orleans? They need a quarterback. Why he can't start on Pittsburgh when they need a quarterback? Have any of their personnel or general manager call Cleveland for Joe Flacco? If he can't start for those, why do you think he can start for Cleveland? Your organization has been losing for a while. You got a franchise quarterback on the roster right now. ASAP. 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 Get him ready. He started for Colorado his first year up there in college. He started his first year up there in college. He started his first year in college. So why he can't do it in the NFL? What's the difference? I want to know. He know the terminology. All he got to do is get in there and learn the playbook. And from what I'm hearing, he's where he needs to be for as the playbook. I want to see Shedeur roll out with the one. That's just me. If he's ready. Now, if he ain't ready, I can understand. I'll bag off. But you got to show me he ain't ready. I'm going to be watching the OTAs. I'm going to be watching minicamp and the preseason. And playing better than Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett. I want to see him game one without no delay. Well, here's my man, Garrett Bush. This is what he's saying.
So he's working really, really hard. I like everything there is about Shedeur. End quote. I didn't say it. The CU aunties didn't say it. The Colorado grandmas didn't say it. Coach Prime didn't say it. Shiloh didn't say it. Well-off media didn't say it. Coach Kevin Stefanski gave you those quotes.
He said he's looking good. The head coach said Shedeur is looking good. We gonna love him. G. Bush said that. CU aunties didn't say it. He didn't say it. And no other body else said it. The head coach said Shedeur is looking good. I don't need him to tell me Shedeur was looking good at the rookie minicamp. We seen it for ourselves. We saw it for ourselves that he was looking good. He looked way better than Dylan Gabriel in the rookie minicamp. He didn't throw no interception. One or two passes hit the ground, and that was it. Everything else was right on time. It was right on time. It was right on time. He shouldn't have to wait just because he's a rookie. He's not a 5th round draft pick. Let that go. He's a 1st round draft pick talent quarterback. And Cleveland needs a quarterback. They need a quarterback. They need one. Here's another person on Kyle Hurd's show. And here's what he said.
I believe this, that Dylan Gabriel was a reach. I don't think he's an NFL quarterback of note. I think Shedeur is going to win the job. I don't think he's great, but I think he's accurate. He moves well enough.
He don't say that. He said Dylan Gabriel was a reach, and I agree with him. I agree with him. Now, Shedeur is not the biggest quarterback. He's not the fastest quarterback. He don't have the athletic skill that Lamar Jackson or Coach Prime had when they was playing in the NFL. But Shedeur is a bona fide, tough quarterback. Tough quarterback that'll stand in that pocket and gun you down, will run you down. All he needs is a good offensive line with a good running game. And I'm telling you, you never know what the possibility will be with Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. I got faith in him. I just believe he'll go out there and do what he's supposed to do as the quarterback, as the starting quarterback. Don't wait it. Put him out there. Let him ride. Let him ride. And I believe I believe he'll prevail as that quarterback. Now, that's another thing out there they talking about, right? Which quarterback gonna get traded? Which quarterback gonna get traded? I don't know. I have no idea which quarterback gonna get traded. I just don't. I'm being honest. Could they trade Deshaun Watson? It's possible. Is he healthy? Could they trade Dylan Gabriel? I just don't see that. Could they trade Kenneth Pickett? I can see that. I could see that. He's young enough. He don't have that many game times under his belt. Could they trade Joe Flacco? Who gonna want Joe Flacco at 41 years old? That's my take. Could they trade Shedeur Sanders? It's a possibility. I'm not denying that. They could. But why would you? When you've seen so far the reaction of the sports world, the NFL world, people who haven't watched football in a while has gravitated to the story of Shedeur Sanders from that NFL draft. It started it all. It started it all. People are engaged in Shedeur, and people are talking about it. That story ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere because they waiting to see where Shedeur Sanders will end up on this depth chart. The fuss is not going away. It's not going away. They want to know where Shedeur Sanders is going to end up on this depth chart. And so do I. And I'm sure so do you. All we want is a fair shot, an opportunity. And Shedeur got to go out there and make the best of his opportunity. So y'all tell me, do y'all want to see Shedeur game one if he's ready and improved it in OTAs, minicamp, and preseason? It's just a simple yes or no in the chat. Would y'all like to see Shedeur Sanders start game one if he's ready, or you prefer him to wait till the 7th or the 8th game when the season has no meaning or nothing like that? They ain't got nothing to play for. The playoffs over with. It's just because he got to sit there and wait till the 7th game. I don't understand that. The players done gave up. The coaching staff done gave up. They looking somewhere else to go. They done lost interest in the season. The first 7 games, you 1-6 or 2-5, and now you want to throw Shedeur out there. For what? It has no meaning. It has no meaning at all. Allen said, "Be wise. You know you're on the same time as Greg." No, I thought Greg came on at 2. I didn't know Greg was on at 3. Appreciate that. Daniels said, "Yes, true. That's what I want to see." Keith said, "No." Expect that. Deuces said, "Yeah." Tim said, "Yeah." FD, "Yeah." Maybe the 3rd game. Miss Crawford. Okay, I respect that. I don't disagree. Somebody speaking to Allen. Yeah, I just don't don't see why we have to do that. It just make no sense to me. I want the Browns to trade Shedeur. I mean, where you gonna trade him at, Keith? Everybody done skipped over. They had a chance to get him. Why you want to go to another team? Each team had five rounds to grab Shedeur, but they didn't. They didn't. Yes, start now. Yeah, I agree. Play week 1. He play in the 3rd. Sabrina said she want him in week 1. Okay. Perfect time. Miss Harris said yes. I'm with y'all. I want him out there. Let me see how he's going to look during the preseason. Yeah, that's the key. I'm saying that if he go out there and ball out, if he go out there and do what he's supposed to do, if he goes out there and show me in OTAs, minicamp, and then preseason, I'm all for it. And if he's doing good and the rest of them look bad, yeah, I got to go with that. He might play after the London game. Ms. Robinson. Okay. That's your opinion. All right. Who they trading to? They all could have picked him up. I agree with Deuces. I mean, why they want to make a trade with him now? They could have had him free. That don't make no sense. I would love for Shedeur to go to the Steelers, but they dropped the ball. Yeah, they dropped the ball. They had an opportunity. They had a chance to draft Shedeur Sanders. Every team, all 31 teams had a chance. Had a chance to draft Shedeur. Shedeur is in the right place. I respect that. And I just want him there. I just want him there. Real talk. Prime could take a coach like Mike Tomlin coaching job if he wanted to, because he built like that, and these haters fear that. Yeah, he could. He could. Me personally, I think in 2 more years, he's going to be coaching wherever Shedeur at anyway. Shedeur has NFL tape now. Yeah, like I say, I just want him to give a fair shot. And way the coach, the head coach is talking about Shedeur, he's going to get that fair shot. And here's what he had to say about Shedeur. Let me see if I find that video.
Shedeur is a great kid, and whether it's a following that he's earned, I mean, that's something that he's done a great job of interacting with fans. And but he is a great kid. You guys will get to know him more. He's working like crazy, just like all the guys. He's another young man. These rookies, you know, my office is downstairs. As they got to walk by my office as they come in. They come in early, and Shedeur, just like all those guys, he's in there early. He's getting his work done. So he's working really hard. I like everything there is about Shedeur.
He just said he's working hard. He's there early. He like everything about Shedeur. I'm sure he's not going to let the head coach down. Just not. He's not going to let that head coach down. Shedeur been like that. He ain't just started that just because he's in the NFL. He been out there working hard when he was at Jackson State in Colorado. He always out there early. He always watching film. He's always engaged in that playbook. He always have been engaged in the playbook. All the things he got, only thing we just got to sit back and wait till Tuesday. Tuesday's gonna tell you everything. How many plays they get a chance to run, how many reps they get a chance to go for. The head coach already done said. He already done said everybody not gonna get the same amount of reps. They gonna identify the player who they want to roll with and give them their reps to get them up to speed by game one, because the reps is very important. The reps are very important because it's not that many days that you can practice OTAs. It's not. When you got all them veterans there, they gonna be having their eyes on that quarterback position, because it's the key. You cannot win in the NFL without a quarterback. It's the most prestigious and major position in the sport. In the sport, that quarterback position. Every team that just not made that playoff last year and forever from the past, their team had a good quarterback. A good quarterback. A good quarterback is a leader. A good quarterback don't turn the football over. That's what you need. He's accurate. You must be accurate with that football and don't turn it over. You can't turn it over. You cannot turn it over. You can't turn it over. You just can't turn it over. That's what Shedeur got to do. He got to possess and show those veteran players that he can lead those men to the playoffs. Because that's their hopes and dreams. Just make it, win your division, and make it to the playoffs. And you have to show leadership in that position. And I think Shedeur is built for this job. Coach Prime called him grown. He called him grown for a reason. He called him grown for a reason. I just think over the time of the season that's coming up, Shedeur gonna prevail as quarterback number one, game one. I have no doubt about that. He just has that it factor. Yeah, he got that it factor. He has that it factory. And I just believe he's going to prevail. He's that type of player. He want it, and he want it real bad. And I think he's going to go out there and do it. If y'all don't mind, while you're here, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and I appreciate it. Once again, how will the Cleveland Browns handle that quarterback room going forward? How will they handle that quarterback room? I think they're going to have to make a decision between Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. Who you want? Who do they want? That's what it's going to come down to. Who do they want to keep as a veteran quarterback for those two rookies quarterback can lean on? Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. Which one of those quarterbacks you want to keep around for them to lean on? That's the bottom line. Both of them can't be on that roster. They cannot be on that roster. And I think when it comes down to the end, I believe Dylan Gabriel going to be the one that's hanging around the Cleveland Browns locker room. That's me. They could cut him, trade him, or whatever. I don't know. But I believe Shedeur going to prevail at the end. I just do. He got too much talent to sit on that bench. He ain't coming up there. Shedeur is not coming to Cleveland to ride no bench. He's just not. I just don't see that. He just don't look like the type that will be able to sit on the bench.
Man, that guy's
talking to you.
Great. Can't miss.
All you need is one guy to love you, or one team, or one coach, or one scout. You know, it just in the history of sports, you know, how often have we heard that, you know, with certain guys? For whatever reason, all these other teams just didn't see it or didn't believe it, and yet there's that one person on that one team, that one coach on that one team, or that one scout who just stands up on the table for the guy, and it's like, I'm telling you, he's got something. We got to take him, and then the rest is history. And that's all Shedeur Sanders needs.
All you need is one guy. And that was Cleveland that reached out and said, hey, come on over here to Cleveland with us. They gave him an opportunity. Now it's up to Shedeur to go in to the OTAs and go out there and perform at a high level, like I know he's going to do. Starting Tuesday. Oh, man, this thing going to be hot. It's going to be heated. It's going to be hot, y'all. Everybody's eyes is on Cleveland. They want to see will Shedeur prevail. They want to see will Cleveland give Shedeur a fair shot at that quarterback position. All eyes going to be in Cleveland on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday is where it's going to be. I believe in Shedeur. I just believe in him. I believe in his toughness, resilience. He's smart, strong in that pocket, strong arm, quick release, know where he want to go with the football. He can throw a wide receiver open, and that's key in the National Football League because you can't be late with a pass. And he's going to demonstrate that leadership. And those veteran players, they going to be impressed with Shedeur Sanders. They going to be impressed with Shedeur Sanders. The way he carries himself on the field and off the field. Because he been programmed. Shedeur Sanders been programmed by his father, Coach Prime, since he was little. Coach Prime done gave him the ins and out of the NFL. He got the advantage over Dylan Gabriel. He got the advantage over Kenny Pickett. He got the advantage over all of them. Coach Prime done gave him the blueprint of the NFL. I promise you, he knows the in and out of the NFL. And then again, when you look at the Tommy Reese is the quarterback coach. Then you got the offensive coordinator. They know Coach Prime. They've been with Coach Prime. Shedeur was with Coach Prime when he was around them. So he's not going to shy away from the locker room. He know what's supposed to happen in the locker room. Everybody, all the ex-players say the locker room is the key. Well, Shedeur know how to operate himself. He know how to move in the locker room. He know how to get that bond with the players in the locker room. And soon as OTA is over, and as soon as the minute count is over, Shedeur going to be out there practicing. He gonna have some wide receivers out there practicing with him. He gonna be out there practicing with him. After the OTA, I promise you, Shedeur Sanders will have some wide receivers out there working. And the rest of the players gonna see that. Say, ooh, they're gonna say, ooh, Shedeur is out there still working. That's leadership. Whenever you can bring your veteran players after OTAs is over, after the mini camp is over, after you have gotten through practicing, and you still want to go out there and throw the ball around, man, that they're gonna carry some major weight, y'all. That gonna carry some major weight with the other players. They gonna know he's serious about this thing. They gonna know he committed to the game. He dedicated to it. They haven't had a quarterback like that in a while since Bernie Kosar. They had Baker Mayfield. Come on. Johnny Manziel. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see what y'all saying. Selman said, don't count out his competition with those other rookies quarterbacks, Jalen Daniels, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, and others. Okay. Like I said, hey, Shedeur's in a good spot to me. He's just in a good spot. He just got Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel to deal with. Them on the quarterbacks he got to deal with. If Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, is fair about this thing, is fair about it, Shedeur Sanders gonna prevail. Shedeur Sanders gonna come out on top. I'm telling you, that second week of OTA, Shedeur Sanders will be running with the ones. I don't have a shot of a doubt. I believe he is. Because if you really look at Cleveland roster, if you look at it, they got a decent team. They have a decent football team. On the defensive side, they have a decent football team. They got Ward back there, the defensive back, and they got, I want to say, another defensive tiger, and they got this rookie defensive tiger. And when you look at the offensive side, they got a number one wide receiver in Jerry Jeudy. Oh, yeah, he is him. And they got that tight end who was a big-time player for them last year. And then they drafted 2 tight ends. And then they drafted 2 young, good running backs. 2 good young running backs. And from what I'm hearing, they had a decent offensive line. I heard they had 3 good offensive linemen last year. I'm just being honest with you. So all they need is a quarterback. Yeah, they just need a quarterback, and they got one in Shedeur Sanders. It's up to that general manager. It's up to the head coach. It's up to the offensive coordinator to decide what they want to do with Shedeur Sanders. It makes no sense to let him sit there on the bench when you reach in that 3rd round and drafted Dylan Gabriel when Shedeur was right there in your lap the whole time. That's why I'm saying that Shedeur Sanders should be that number 1 quarterback out the gate. I'm a stand right there. He's not a 5th round quarterback. He's just not. He know how to process his plays. He know how to look at a defense, tell you is they in a man-to-man or a cover 2. That's it. He know where that football should go. He's been playing football for a while. He's been around football for a long time since he's been with his dad. So he should know. I got faith in Shedeur. I don't know about the rest of. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about other people. I have faith in Shedeur Sanders. He will prevail, and he will be quarterback number 1. Game 1. I just believe he's going to put in that work. He dedicated, and I'm expecting him to go out there and do what he's supposed to do. That's just me. That's just me right there now. That's how they should handle this OTAs. Put the 2 vets together. That's what they need to do. They need to put Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett together to let us see the competition wise, who's better than who? Is Joe Flacco better than Kenny Pickett? Simple yes or no. Do you think Joe Flacco is a better quarterback right now than Kenny Pickett? Do y'all think that? Do y'all think Joe Flacco is a better quarterback than Kenny Pickett? That's what they need to find out in OTAs. The first day. Don't wait. And then they need to put the two rookies together. Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. They need to put them together. Let them battle out. Okay. We're gonna see what Joe Flacco can do against Kenny Pickett. And we finna see, and let the whole team see. We finna see, is Shedeur better than Dylan Gabriel? We finna see. We finna see. We finna see. I believe, it's just me. I believe Shedeur will prevail. I ain't got no choice but to prevail. I believe he will prevail. That's just me. I believe in him. I think he more advanced than Dylan Gabriel. Not just football wise, but mental wise. He's tough. He's a tougher player than Dylan Gabriel. He proved that in Colorado. Look at the offensive line that he had to play behind. Many people say, hey, he held the ball. He took a lot of sacks. But yeah, he still took his team 9-3 with that offensive line that he had. What else you want? Give him a decent offensive line, and let's see what he'll do. These supposed to be professionals, grown men on Cleveland in the NFL. Let's see what they can do up front. And I bet you, I'm telling you, Shedeur Sanders will prevail. I have faith in that. I have absolute faith in that. I really do. I just do. Yeah. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk. We'll be watching. I'll be back again tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're still going to be talking about Colorado. And then we're going to be talking about, I want to say congratulations to Travis Hunter and Miss Leah. They got married on yesterday. I got some pictures and some videos. Some people sent to me. I'm going to share it with y'all. And we'll talk about it just on the positive side. We're going to stay away from that negative stuff. Just to say, hey, congratulations to him. That's all. All right. A1 Sport, $4.99. B Watts. I see these shows coming left and right. I love it, brother. Blessing to you on the whole and the whole chat. Yeah, I decided to throw one in there when I got out of church today, man. Yeah, I didn't know Greg. I thought Greg would come on at 2:00. Somebody say he's on now, same time I am. I guess I got to start checking with him. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate that super chat, A1 Sport. I got to get you back on the show, big dog. You got to talk. I don't know what happened, little Becky. Maybe we can get Miss Kimberly Nash out here to talk with her. Miss Kimberly Nash with you. I'll show be wise, my brother. Appreciate it, Tim. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got to say, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I see it. That's where I see the Cleveland Browns should handle that quarterback position. They caused this on their own. They caused this mess on their own. And you can hear Big Man talking about it.
You could make a good argument to go with Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders. Knowing the hype and the conversation that's going to be happening around Shedeur, would you go with him first or would you try Dylan Gabriel out?
I'm going with whoever my locker room responds to the most. Just based on how the rookies reacted to him coming off of rookie minicamp, based on what we've been hearing in terms of his interaction with veterans around the building, the coaching staff, it feels like people are gravitating towards Shedeur Sanders. Not to mean that Dylan Gabriel can't be a leader, not to say that Dylan Gabriel can't play, but Shedeur Sanders is the leader in the clubhouse because he's comfortable in that environment because he's been around the NFL all his life. His dad is Deion Sanders.
Miss Kimberly Nash said, really? Yeah, come on up here. Talk with us one day next week. You ain't got to show your face. Come up here and talk. Let's talk. That's all. Get it off what you got said. You ain't got to be on here all day either. You want to say something for 2 or 3 minutes? Hey, I ain't got no problem with that. But once again, like you said, they gravitating. If they gravitate to Shedeur, I don't see why he can't start game one. That's just my feeling too, big dog. Hey, I just stopped by here for a little while just to talk to y'all. Still trying to grow my channel. Decided to come on at a different time to catch different peoples. You never know what time day watching. I know the holidays is up right now. You got Memorial Day coming up and everybody's out and about. I understand that. But I'll be back tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you're not doing anything, stop by. Holler at your boy. I'll be here. I promise you. Once again, we're going to talk about Shedeur Sanders and Cleveland Brown, and along with Travis Hunter. Say congratulations to him and to his newly wife, Leah. Happy for them. It's their story. It's their relationship. May God continue to bless them while they're in it. And I'll be back in the morning at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. tomorrow. Note that now. I'll be here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock a.m. And I'll be talking about the Colorado football team. I'm going back and starting to talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado football team at 8 o'clock in the morning. All right? All week, 8 o'clock a.m., I'm talking about Colorado football team. Okay? I appreciate each and one of you. I thank each and one of you for stopping by. I know you could be doing a lot of things. I appreciate you. I really do. Everything that you do, every time you are present, it means a lot to me. Hey, it wouldn't be a show without y'all. It really wouldn't. But once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts on this afternoon drive. All right? See y'all later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all be blessed and have a great day. All right?
His 12th touchdown catch of the season.
Feel free to kind of go through the progressions like across here. That looks great. Perfect. And give me just kind of like just a soft throwing motion. That looks good. One more time, please. That looks great. Perfect. Yeah.
Y'all gonna stop talking about Cleveland. Y'all gonna stop talking about Cleveland. We still got Shedeur, arguably the best quarterback in this draft, and he headed to Cleveland, and he loved Jesus. The family is saved. Send him to the Word Church DI. We'll take care of him. We got him. Let's go! Go Browns! Go Browns! Ah!
It's not ridiculous as long as they are able to. And I heard Dan Graziano talking about this morning earlier on ESPN radio. Yeah, I listen to it when I'm in my car in the morning. It's all, as long as they can get him enough reps. And it sounds like Kevin Stefanski is aware of the fact that in order to create a real quarterback competition, he has to kind of change some things in terms of the way he divvies out reps during the preseason and during the offseason. If he can compete with Dylan Gabriel, if he can compete with Joe Flacco, he can compete with Kenny Pickett, there's a very good chance that if this is an organic competition with a level playing field, he could be your starter week one. No question about it.
I tell the players, don't pay attention to where you are in line, because where you are on Tuesday, it may be different Wednesday. So, no, we don't pay close attention to that. Certainly you have to decide what order the guys are going to go out, and sometimes it may be player X, player Y, whatever it is. The big thing for us is making sure we give the guys enough reps that they need. So making sure that they have enough where both it's twofold. Both they're learning the system, they're developing, and we're evaluating them. We're finding out more about them. So that's where I said before, it's not going to be everybody gets 25% of these reps. That's not how it's going to be. We want to give everybody enough reps where we can learn more about them and prepare them to get ready to play.
I need you to go to the next level. I need you to elevate. I need you to dominate. Why you can do that? Because you got to believe. See, you surprised, and you got caught off balance, and you got caught off guard, but God didn't. He had to say, have you considered my servant? And if he said that, that means everything you got inside of you, everything that you equipped with, that I have to do is stay. Stop worrying. Let me tell you what, faith and worry don't get along. They don't coincide. They ain't dogs, they ain't homies, they ain't brothers, they ain't friends. They can't cohabitate. You got to believe. That means you got to have, it's our turn. It's our turn.
Are you practicing to practice, or you practicing to be great?
Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way.